Thinking of launching your dream business in Colorado? Well, before you do, you've got to make sure your business name actually stands out, and more importantly, that it's legally available. Today, we're diving into this explainer to walk through the essential steps for securing your unique business identity in this centennial state. Colorado actually has one of the most technologically advanced corporate registries in the whole country. They accept literally zero paper filings. That makes things incredibly efficient, but it also means you really need to know exactly how to navigate their digital systems.
It's so easy to get caught up in the fun stuff, right? The logo design, the marketing, building your website. But if your name isn't legally cleared from day one, your entire brand foundation is essentially built on sand. Let's make sure that doesn't happen to you.
So here's our roadmap for today. We'll cover why name searches matter, a step-by-step guide to the clearance process, avoiding common naming pitfalls, Colorado's specific naming rules and examples, actually securing your business name, and finally, a quick summary and some final takeaways. Let's jump right into section 1, why name searches matter and the stakes of your brand identity. You know, a lot of entrepreneurs assume that if the state of Colorado gives them the green light, they're 100% in the clear. Actually, scratch that. It's a super dangerous misconception. We have to draw a hard line between state registration and federal trademarks. See, clearing the Colorado Secretary of State database only gives you the right to use that name locally as a corporate entity. It absolutely does not mean you own the intellectual property. If you want true nationwide exclusivity, you have to check with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, the USPTO. I cannot stress this enough. State approval does not protect you from trademark claims. Picture this. You successfully form your LLC in Colorado, you print your signs, launch your beautiful website, and then, bam, you get hit with a federal trademark infringement lawsuit from a company in California just because they federally registered a similar name 5 years ago. You have to check both levels. It's an absolute must. All right, moving on to section 2, the step-by-step guide. This is your roadmap to clearance. To avoid those legal nightmares we just talked about, you're going to want to execute these 4 specific steps, right in order. Step 1, check the state database to make sure nobody in Colorado is already using the name. Step 2, jump over to the USPTO database to ensure you aren't stepping on any federal trademarks. Step 3, verify your .com domain name is available because, let's face it, a business without a matching website is incredibly tough to market today. And step 4, go ahead and grab those matching social media handles on platforms like Instagram and LinkedIn. When you dive into the USPTO database, your main goal is to search for existing federal trademarks to avoid what they call a likelihood of confusion. That means you aren't just looking for an exact letter-for-letter match. You're looking for names that sound similar or maybe give off a similar commercial impression in your specific industry. It's really easy to use their drop-down menus to search for word marks, specific goods and services, or even to search by the owner. Within that USPTO database, you can utilize both basic and expert search tools. Honestly, I highly recommend spending some time playing around here. Utilizing these tools is how you ensure absolutely no one nationwide has already claimed your intellectual property. That expert mode is fantastic. It allows you to use Boolean logic to combine search terms and really dig deep into potential conflicts. Which brings us to section 3, avoiding common naming pitfalls, specifically navigating Colorado's dual utility architecture. So Colorado uses what's essentially a dual utility architecture for its search functions on the Secretary of State website. If you only use one of these tools, you are completely flying blind. You really have to use both. First up is the name availability search. This one requires your exact proposed name, including the LLC or Inc. at the very end. It gives you a strict binary yes or no. It's a great starting point, but it won't flag similar sounding names. That is exactly why you must also use the business database search. This acts as a much broader diagnostic tool. By typing in just 1 or 2 distinctive keywords from your target name, it uncovers hidden conflicts, active trade names, and even historically dissolved entities. Okay, section 4, naming rules and examples. Let's look at the laws of distinguishability. Colorado's database algorithm has some very specific blind spots when comparing proposed names to existing ones. The state completely strips out punctuation and capitalization, so Silver Creek LLC with a comma is legally identical to Silver Creek in all caps. A comma is definitely not going to save you. However, creatively swapping your corporate designators actually will. For example, Peak Group Inc. is considered completely distinguishable from Peak Group LLC. Oh, and the system also counts spaces and filler words like the or an as unique characters, so keep that in mind as well. But beyond just being unique, you also have to navigate restricted words. You've got to be incredibly careful not to use terms like bank, trust, or credit union unless you've secured explicit regulatory approval from state divisions, like the Division of Banking, for example. You also cannot imply any sort of government affiliation, so no federal or United States in your title. And you obviously can't use words like CPA or attorney if you aren't actually licensed in those professions. Oh, and a fun fact, the word Olympic is fiercely protected by federal law, so definitely steer clear of that one. Now, this next point, it's a major shock to a lot of founders. It is absolutely vital to know that registering a trade name, which you might know as a DBA or doing business as, allows you to open a commercial bank account under that brand name. But in Colorado, legally, it offers absolutely zero protection against someone else using it. The state does not screen trade names for uniqueness, period. So if you want real, tangible legal protection at the state level, you have to form an actual entity, like an LLC or a corporation. Let's move right into Section 5, securing your business name, including filing fees and timelines. All right, now for the final execution stage. And I have some great news for you. Colorado is one of the most affordable states in the entire country for business filings. For a highly affordable $25 fee, which is, less than a nice brunch in Denver, you can file a statement of reservation of name online and claim your spot immediately. This is the absolute perfect option if you found the dream name, but maybe you're still drafting your business plan or finalizing your partners, and you just aren't quite ready to officially form the company today. Here's exactly how that timeline plays out. Your initial $25 buys you a 120-day exclusive hold on the name. If you end up needing more time, no problem. You can renew it indefinitely in 120-day increments for another $25 each time. But ultimately, this gives you the breathing room to prepare and file your articles of organization. When you finally file those articles for just $50, you officially create your legal entity and lock that name down permanently in the state of Colorado. Finally, Section 6, Summary and Final Takeaways. This is your ultimate pre-launch checklist. All right, let's pull all these digital and legal requirements together so you're ready to launch. First, clear the Secretary of State database using both the exact name availability search and the broad business database search. Second, verify your name's safety on the federal level using the USPTO trademark database. Third, respect the punctuation and capitalization rules we talked about. Remember, a comma won't save you. Fourth, secure your digital real estate with matching domains and social handles. And finally, lock it all down online by either reserving it for $25 or officially forming your entity. Because remember, Colorado accepts zero paper filings. Just a quick reminder, this explainer provides general information, so you should always consult with legal professionals or trademark attorneys for your specific cases. Your brand's identity is its most valuable asset, and securing it properly from day one is literally the smartest investment you can make. The only question left is, what will your Colorado legacy be named? And more importantly, is it truly yours yet?